Okay, what's going on, Grand Rising? Today is Friday, August 16th, 2024, and what we're looking at is dollar index and the futures market. Um, Really quick, what you guys can already see is going to be, let's see here, is it higher time frame? Okay, where's the one? I think it's this one here. So what you guys should be able to see, can you guys see anything right now or no? Let's try to do this one more time real quick and see. Okay, so these are the positions that we have as of right now. A little bit of pre-New York type of position, just because price had capitulated and kind of shown the highs of the day. Now we could move lower, and we could definitely anticipate that. But we were just trying to see if maybe there's going to be a pop. Now, if you have a trade on the board, essentially right now you could be break even because you were using stop loss lows of like 20 points, and right now you're currently like 30 points. So a 1 to 2 would be like 40 points in profit. So it's kind of up to you. But pre New York like this with about 8 minutes, I think we're okay. And then we do have the futures position um, here that you can actually see. So we'll monitor this one. And our goal is to give this back above daily open, above monthly open, potentially if it can rally. But if at New York it just falls lower, then I'd probably look a little bit later in the day to get something down here as a potential. So taking a look at dollar index here really quick, H4 direction. Um, when you look at it, let me just make sure it's pulled up. Wow, my dollar disappeared. So let me just update this really quick. But we'll be about ready here to go. Like I said, I'm just gonna kind of hold this one, I think, into the setups, and then like I'll say for the recording side, I'll talk about if you're holding any trades on NAS CFD from yesterday or 18-1 from Thursday last week, um, where you can trail that risk and what you should potentially do. But as of right now, like I said, I'm gonna probably give this order back above daily open. So whenever we get that chance, if we do. Okay. And then looking at dollar, um, the 4 hour is pretty bearish. So that's another reason why I really like the long positions here today. So I'll bring that over here really quick for the recording purposes. But when you look at dollar index here, right? Dollar index H4, like we talked about this morning, how it's going to form. 4 hours starting to fail 103. The daily is printing currently right now a bearish candle, and the weekly is printing a bearish candle away from 103. So to see things moving up higher isn't really unexpected, but we still could move lower because this is still pre-New York. All right, so we'll come to find out as that New York volume comes in. They'll capitulate the price down. Maybe it'll rally right from the beginning, and this will be a short day when it comes to futures. But right now, just kind of sitting back, getting ready, about to do my trader's constitution, and then we'll be ready to snipe, guys. Okay, so just got back here. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh. All right, cool. Like I said, I'm still gonna hold this throughout this part because, like I said, if it doesn't work out, then I'll look for lower prices at the better part of the range. But if this does rally up to new back above daily here fairly quickly, then I think it'll be pretty cool. And so we're seeing the price that we want to see: 5 minute higher open, higher close, higher open, higher close, higher open, higher close. And then what we're anticipating is that potentially this 15 and instead of 15 and 5 looks so. Oh, that's probably because they're both 15s. But when you look at the 5 minute price, I was looking at NAS here in the middle. 15 higher open, higher close, higher open, higher close, 5 minute, right? You're getting a really good 5 minute price, and then it's filling imbalances to push. So if you can get, I would say, back up to this line here, 19, let's just say 19 550s, and we push higher than that, the likelihood of them, pushing the swing is a lot higher now, right? So hopefully New York will get some volume that comes in that really rallies this thing. To the upside. And then looking at the other two, let me make sure I have them pulled up right here. Looking at the other two, I have 1 hours here. Where's their 15s? Okay. And the other two look relatively okay on the 15, at least ES, in alignment with NQ. So let's see if they all can maybe pump up to their daily opens here. And then if you have the CFD position, it's relatively the same type of position, and you're going to manage it exact same. Okay, so wanting to see how that's going to play. Let's see here. Really, really good price right there. So we've got about a minute. So I'm going to move this back over here for you guys. 25 seconds here before New York Open. Looks really good on ES and YM. And the Open was really strong on YM. Wow, and ES, but just pushing down here. So seeing the other two that strong is pretty crazy to see how they're trying to wipe here. ES and Q, like I said, ES and YM are showing strength. So watching this here. Okay, 19420s. Okay, just kind of watching the prices here. Okay. So price is pushing down on NQ, but it looks like she might be the leader. We'll see. This is what we're about to find out. Okay. So we'll see if they're going to mitigate off that area or if this area is not going to work, pretty much. Looks pretty good right now, right? So we can rally up. Like I said, above daily, I'll probably cut this, and I've got the swing positions just loaded right now. Okay. But we'd like to see this go close back above the New York Open traders now. That's going to work out. And then looking at the other two, they are relatively strong. ES and YM's leading. She's pushing strong, and then ES. So like this is kind of like the one, under the rug, I call it. Can it push out of this area or not, or is it going to fail New York Open and just die here? So looks okay right now. ES is still climbing. YM is running, guys. Just like anticipated, like I said, that dollar. So if we can be the lagger here, I'll be happy. And I'd love to see ES start to really rally. So we're really focused on getting out of the 15-minute demand level, right? So like if we can get out of this area here, pretty much I think we can move up to daily open and close for a profit. Okay. And so if you guys have those CFDs, we're locked in. And I'm gonna give one of them back potentially above daily open if we get there. Let's see how they play right here will be the key. And looking at ES at that 55 level, 555, you'd want to see more strength. So you can see that 15-minute turn up, guys. I think we'll go for HOD today. If we can get above New York Open here. Very subtle, but we are printing above, but we need closures above, right? So you got 5 seconds before you get this closed, and you got 1 minute before the 5-minute close looking good, okay? I didn't close above though. So you'd really wanted to see it close above. ES still showing strength, but not as strong. So not really seeing the strength yet. Like you want to see that 5-minute close above New York Open if this is gonna, be a bullish setup, I believe. At least a daily open. So 12 seconds here and we'll see where we close. That looks pretty good on the 1 minute there and 5. And you only have your first 15 minutes are the most important. So you only have 3 5-minute candles that make a 15. So you have one good one above New York Open. If you get one more, that's a good sign. But if you start to, can't get back above New York Open for some reason, that kind of shows me that we may not get to daily, but that looks really good. Just got to get out of this 5-minute area. We break above those 20s, 19,530s, I think we're going to be okay. It's just you really want to see a strong 5-minute close and a strong 15-minute close out of the area if it's going to work out. Looking at ES, 15-minute looks strong. It's pushing the 55s. So if ES can push 55 60s and get closer to daily open, I think we have a good chance on this one to rally at least a daily open as well. Maybe higher, but no idea. That looks like a good 1 minute demand potentially here. All right, off this candle if we go close higher. So like this candle starting to set up like it's like a 1 minute demand candle. And so ES is moving really good. YM still strong on the 15. So we're the lagger here on NQ. Okay. The percentage change difference today. We've got, let me see here really quick. We're fighting here on NQ. That's crazy. Percentage change of the day. We're actually the leader. Wow. Or no, we're the lagger. Sorry, we're the lagger. So you got YM leading right now, about to go in the profits, it seems like. But it did come up to that daily open and reject and fill that imbalance at a 46.80 level. So we do need to take that into consideration here. That they might start getting weak here because ES still watching that strength. I'm anticipating that maybe they're absorbing orders here, but the way it's starting to fail here, it's not looking so great. All right. Because this 5-minute could go reach lower, like I was showing you guys on higher time frames still as well. but be patient here. That rejection from New York Open isn't looking too good. So this 5-minute close will tell us a lot, guys, because it'll really determine that 15-minute candle, I think. ES still looking really strong, 15 and pumping. So if she can pump above 55.60, I think we might be able to pump above these 20s. And guys, if we break out above, well, looks like it's going to be tough. If we can break out first above New York Open here, above 19.520s, and start running towards the 50 level, then I'll definitely be able to cover the position. But right now, I'm accepting the risk. ES still showing strength. It's not really getting weak yet or anything, but it's also not going anywhere. And then when you look at the 1 hours, they look pretty good to continue potentially. So let's see if we can get this push on up above daily open. $15 starting to form really well inside the demand. Remember, guys, if you are taking these trades and you're doing the CFD, you could be dropping like a point, you know? And if you took that point to the high of day, it's like over 200, I think 200 points. So not bad. Looks like a good 1-minute mitigation, like demand level zone, like being respected. So this is starting to look really nice. So one thing that I really want to focus on as an area to give back the order is somewhere like in here, if we can get there. If price permits itself up to that level, right? That would be a good area to give back to some people. Okay, so it looks like we're going for HOD. ES is really, really strong. So it's looking pretty good. So that's a really good break, right, out of the area. So, as we get closer to what I call equilibrium on the day, so like from swing high to swing low, right, which would be daily open, I'm going to protect myself. So protect or pay yourself at daily open. Otherwise, you can accept the risk. You could also use this low right here if you wanted to now, just to reduce the risk down. It's up to you. But me personally, I'm just rallying up to high of day right now. So I think we're looking pretty good there. And if you have the CFD positions, I've got like $4 a point from that spot. Whenever this decides to load here. So let's see when that loads. But when that loads, I'll show you guys the location on that as well, because it's starting to blick on this side over here. So good pricing here, I do believe. And then, like I said, looking at the other two kind of gives me that confidence that when you look at it like this, when you look at all three of the markets here, they're actually doing pretty well. That rejection on Dow is scary. So I'm going to definitely protect myself on some of this, just in case, my boy. But they're not showing me that, so I got to stick to this chart. But 15s all look good. I'm watching the 15 of all three, and ES is really the one that looks like she is getting ready to go run high of day. So I'm pretty excited about that. Want to get, like I said, above that 550, and then on this specific account above daily open, I'll probably close it because I have runners on a swing position account, but I'm just looking for a certain goal per day here. Okay. ES still looking strong, with YM kind of being a little disgusting. So we just kind of have to keep watching ES, guys. ES, I think, is going to go hit that daily open 55.68 and fill that imbalance. And then 69s to 569s. So daily open is my full 100 points. If we can get there, that's kind of like my goal here on this account today. If 69, 50. So we're up like a 1 to 2, but now the way, like the way he was, that's not in this same chat, but the way that YM filled that imbalance at daily open 46.80 is a little scary, but ES is still showing quite a bit of strength, so that's really where I'm focused on, seeing what we're going to do here potentially. Kind of sinking at that New York Open again. That's not good, I will say. Not the best, especially with the way the reaction is on YM. So just we'll see if they're absorbing or what they're doing. I'm gonna accept the risk on this regardless, just because I have the low of what I want. So if we're gonna get stupid broken down here. And just watching ES, ES can hold strength on that 15 and keep printing higher than 55.60, then I'm more confident that we can start to print higher potentially on NQ. Now if they fail this New York Open again like this, and this doesn't hold this 1 minute demand here and go up here fairly quickly, then this will topple over, guys, and all those stop losses are at the low of day. But ES just opened its 15-minute candle with strength. So let's see. So did YM with that high of day open. 4,800 is that high. So they may shuffle down first. We'll see. NQ's kind of not looking so strong here. Let's see. ES looks really good, guys. It's pushing higher. So is YM right now on the 15s. So that intraday direction kind of helps me. But we're not looking strong here. It's like we're absorbing inside the accumulation here. ES showing a little bit of is it weakness? You're still seeing a nice bullish candle on YM. ES starting to find some strength. I'm just on the 15 here with NQ, and I'm thinking is that we're just in that demand level. Once we break out of that, we can get to 19,550. I'll cover that position if I get that chance. ES showing some weakness. Yeah, it's definitely showing some weakness. So let me check this really quick. And we have about 13 minutes before the hour closes. So I really want to see how these 15 minutes close here. If we can close really strong on 15s, ES and NQ, then we're gonna be fine. And then that hour will just, be really nice potentially. But ES is starting to look really good. I just think we're gonna reach up to that 55.68 daily open, but I could be wrong. They're kind of breaking down there at New York Open, so not the best price that I like to see. Unless this turns into, like I said, a 1 minute demand mitigation, a 15-minute demand. That rejection's not the greatest. YM starting to show a little bit of strength again from the 4650s. And then ES is above 55.5. It just so let's see how this 15-minute closes. Here by 9, we should have a good idea of if it's gonna take the lows of the day or if it's gonna start moving up slowly. ES pumping with some volume right now. So that's a good response off of a 1 minute demand. Remember we talked about the different levels inside here. Well, this is that demand candle, so that response being happening right there is really good if it closes above New York Open. See how it's respecting New York, so that's not a good sign. Now, if that price would have closed above, I would have felt a lot better about it. But we're coming into this 5 minute close too, so you want to see that 1 minute closing above New York and basically breaking structure higher, because then that will show us that the 5 minute will probably gain some strength up to the 19,550s. ES booming right now. So I think we're just the one that's suppressed right now, and that we're gonna follow the other two. You gotta close above. We closed above, but now we gotta close a 5 minute, right? So the 5 minute starting to build, right? That little demand candle here. So we want it to close above here now and rally. ES is moving higher. We're about to hit 55.60s. And if it's, for this week, I want to make sure I finish positive here with Top Step. And so I would have added in here, right at that little spot right there, and put my stop at this low here. But I'm good with this week, and I'm really good with the CFDs. So I'm just kind of managing. ES just popped. YM's attacking the high of day. So I just want to bring that over here real quick. All right, now we're coming out of that accumulation. ES is rallying already. See how it's already kind of ahead. And then YM's got people stuck here at daily open. Let's go. And I don't know what's going on there. We'll have to fix that a little bit. But now that we've went above here, we want to see this 5 minute candle go break structure. Okay, and that looks good. So if you guys have those CFD positions, those are looking really good too. For swings for the day, and it's looking like another withdrawal day. Yeah, ES is gonna definitely go to daily open, bro. It's like clockwork. Or not say definitely, because that's not the word you want to use ever. The market will tank right after I say that. But there's a good chance that we'll reach up there. It's like on my futures position today. If I can reach up there, secure the bag there, then I'll just manage those swing positions instead. Because I'm just looking for about 1,000 to 1,500 per day. I'm just looking for 1% of the account per day. And if I can build up to over 15,000 equity, I'll have plenty of max drawdown days to swing bigger positions too one day. But really want to see us break above here. 5 minute candle, 2 minutes. Also, if this one closes, technicals, right? You can kind of look at like this. You're making new highs. So 1 minute price is really beautiful off of what? The 1 minute demand under New York Open. All right. So that's kind of what we've seen there. And so if we can actually get this 5 minute to go close now at the end of the day, let me kind of show you guys this little thing I do. Because everything's difficult until we go away from New York Open. All right. So like if you look at this from this perspective here, let me do this. All right, so you do this, and I like to do it to the end of the day. All right, so I can kind of have an idea of what they could do, right? And so at that 5 minute, by the end of the day, let's do this here real quick, actually. If it can close on the 5 minute before end of the day, all right, then we're good. And we can give that back above daily open. That's a normal type of setup that happens in the marketplace all the time. So most people want it to go all the way up. It might not. But I can tell you this from trading a lot, price a lot of times will go back to daily open and you can give your position back or sell some to someone there. What's got me more confident, like I said, is ES, right? If ES can go up into the imbalance here, um, like this here, and you can give, like, say you have a buy and you can protect or pay yourself at point of interest, which is daily open. Then what I'm saying is, like, you have a buy here and you bought it, like down in here, let's say, for example, you want to give that position back above daily open. Same thing here. I have the buy here. I want to give it back above daily open if I get that chance. I have no idea what CFD is doing over there. But this print looks pretty good, and then your everything above is above New York Open currently, so that's good. That means prices is bullish for the New York session right now, right? So everything's bullish above there, and then you have your 1 minute demand level holding. So as long as these two things can hold and price doesn't really go too much below New York Open, then you should make your extension up to the 19,550s. So that's kind of what we'll watch here. ES still looking strong to the 5570s. Daily open, basically. Now, I'd like to see a really strong 15-minute close above 19,520s. Um, that would really, like, at least 20, 30 points above New York on that 15-minute close would make me look a lot more confident, too. Kind of getting some capitulation here. ES still showing strength. We're just really playing around here on NQ. So, like I said, they're suppressing and holding that price down, which is kind of not what you want to see. You'd want to see price, printing away from New York Open fairly quickly. I like how that 5 minutes looking, how it's testing off that level. So we want a strong 15-minute close here on the far left. ES looking strong, pushing right now, 15-minute. And then you have YM pushing those sellers that tried to sell that daily open. All right, so they're pushing back to those people who sold that imbalance now. HOD is here, HOD here. And so we're suppressed right now on NQ. If this rallies up to here, like I said, I'm going to give back my futures position above daily today. I'll manage my other two on CFD, but I'll give back I'll, like, when I'm saying give back, what I mean by that is I'm going to take my profit for today on that position potentially, or I'm going to trail my risk to protect or pay myself right at that point of interest. So that looks like a really, really good 5 minute, 1 minute demand if we can just have a nice closure here. ES moving, so Okay. So still waiting on this close here. Want to see what we're gonna get. ES still looking pretty strong. NQ is just not. It's not looking strong, man. Unfortunate. It could be shuffling the orders. You have ES and YM still looking pretty good, but it's the failure of New York Open for me that, right here in this next this 15-minute candle, this hour close, like if we don't have 5-minute price showing the strength, then this isn't gonna work out. So let's see how this 5-minute closes, because this will definitely be key for the 15 as well. And then on the 1 hours, I mean, you have ES engulfing, YM's engulfing. So it's just like we're so suppressed on the price here. On NQ, it's ridiculous. Okay, so seeing where that 15 is closing, seeing where the 15 is closing on ES. ES and YM has 15-minute strength, and we're in absorption areas here. So we're still on that demand level. So we close below New York. That's not the type of candle I like to see, but if we get an automatic response here, um, I think it will be good. That's the type of response off because it's a new 1-minute demand now, guys, right? So you have that was our original one, and now you have this one right here as your new one to focus on. Okay. Inside that 15 5-minute setup. So 5-minute candle can go close higher than 19,530s in that 1-minute break structure. So 34s, I think we're okay. And ES is reaching for that daily open. So futures today for sure. I don't care if it goes higher than daily open. If it does, I'm giving it back right around that area. Right. I like 19,600 as well. And you guys already know the target on CFD is high of day and higher. And then swing for the fence on the rest. If we can get there. Come on, baby. So good, 15-minute how that was. I think that was like I said, how they manipulate. And so now you have the other two when you look at the 15s here. You have the other two pretty strong into daily open. So if we can follow suit, we're at daily open on YM. We're about to get there on ES. If we can follow suit here, just the type of day it's been, I'm gonna definitely lock in some profits. I was like, oh no. Okay. I don't know if Tay is on here, but I do have the YM on the MV right now as well. Because I knew he was gonna buy that level. Shit. Okay, guys, look at the all three here really quick. All right, all three 15s getting ready to get HOD for YM, so that's gonna be really fire. And then let's see what we're getting over here. So this is really pretty good move today. I'd say we really, this is a lot better in the last 2 days. So let's see if we can get above the levels we want. Um, and can give this back above daily here. So they did already hit the daily open on ES, and they're at the same level on YM. So like I said, guys, when we get up to this daily open here today, if we do, God willing, right? The chart gods, um, then we will. Me personally, I'm gonna give it back. Like I know it could go higher, but I have the CFDs rocking. So let me reload those so I can actually see it, the plotted position here. And then I'll focus here. Okay, really good pricing here. And we want to focus on giving back above daily open today. CFD positions, guys, if you guys have any of those should be rocking. You know, I call this even on $1 a point. If you got $4 a point in total, that's a pretty good day. And then if you took the YM, you know, I would be break even just in case because she has a mind of her own sometimes. Let's look at this first 5 minute close here coming in the 905. We're looking pretty strong. We can just get above our daily open, which is our target here. Like I said, I do like 19.6. I just don't know if it'll go that high. But I am watching the other two still find strength, so it's not bad. Average fill price. Let's see here. Oh, I don't like that. And my computer's starting to wild out today all of a sudden, so let's hurry up and get this above daily. Let's see this push on through. Now, as we go over the recording, there is plenty of areas to I would say that we could have added into this trade, but just because, like I said, I'm just taking it a step at a time here. I'm not trying to go too crazy on this actual account, so I'm willing to risk like 250 to 400 per day on this one, like really like in that 200 250 range. So um, now I will say this: if price, you know, now that we've reached this level, there's really nothing for me to lose on the trade. So I would move it to here. Now, if it comes back and gets me, it is what it is, right? But at this point, I'm just kind of like, I think I'll be okay. All right, we're pushing really nice here on our NQ trades. So a good way to finish the week here. Strong note here. And with how they're respecting at the other two, I want to show this real quick before we get to the level so you guys can see why I'm going to go ahead and exit this. The other two are still right there. They may keep going. I'll hold on CFD, but I don't know once we get past that trigger, what's going to happen when it comes to my futures position, right? So for me, me personally, I'd rather have that exit somewhere in this area. So like right above here, damn, they kind of tapped it. I want it to be at daily open or above. So as it's actually capitulating up into it, right? The 19.568s, I got in at 69s. So let me go ahead and just move my take profit from up here. So I know I put it somewhere here. So I want to do, I'm going to move it to here for right now, and then I might close it before. I might just move it down here. What's my entry again? 69, so let's move it to the 70s. I like monthly open too. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of have to wait that out. ES is respecting that daily open, so I'm gonna take a screenshot over there really quick. Just they might get weak. I just want to have this price level down. Oh, they're starting to get weak, guys. From daily open on ES, and we're kind of there here. So I'm gonna probably pull this position for today. Let's see here. Let's see how this 5 minute closes here. If it breaks 1 minute structure here, I would say for sure I'll probably pull it just to get out of here with a profit for the day. But watching ES still looking pretty strong. That Dow looks like a ripper though. All right, so I think we can get that last push right up into here. I'm actually gonna move this right to like 71. So if it can reach up there fast, and I don't gotta think about it here. That doesn't look good, guys, right there. So we're watching this level here, this little 1 minute demand, and how this 5 minutes gonna close. Okay, so if it stays strong off that, great. And the 5 minute closes strong here in a minute, great. You know, but that's where my mind is right now. Folk, I don't exit orders unless I have specific things. So see if we can punch on up to our TP here. Looks like good 1 minute demand, right? Now if they can't break that 1950 level, you'll know, right? See how they're doing it? They're dirty. Come on. This 15 minute candle is so strong, higher open. You want to see it closing above this half level. I really think they're going to rip it higher. That's why I got the CFDs just freaking loaded. But want to get this TP smacked on here. That'd be great. So looking for that 1 minute demands holding, you're looking for the next 12 seconds price to close above half level. And if it does, then your 5 minute candle should push on. I would think it's going to push on through the 19600s, but I'm willing to just get above daily open today and call it one. Let's see. Let's see. They're kind of playing. ES 15 doesn't look bad. Still looks pretty good. So let's just get that price to push on up, and we'll be out of here. I think I see. Okay, really nice push up here. Um, so can't complain about that. And then we're getting closer to take profit, I think, guys. Then we're gonna get this one hit. ES still looking pretty good. Now, I want to show this really quick as we're getting closer is the fact of that's crazy. This ES trade here, just kind of showing how it's tapping that area, and we're getting closer. We're not there yet on NQ, and this is ridiculous, right? So they've got to make a decision here soon on NQ, I believe. Let me see which one we have. Because ES is going to make that decision too. So I feel like we're going to get above that, right above daily open. 15 minute closes in 2 minutes, 5 minute candles look really strong. And then we've seen that 1 minute demand level hold pretty well above 550. So I think we're going to be okay. Okay. So now we respected this 1 minute demand, right? So now we're focused on the next step up, right? This 1 minute demand. And if they can hold that and half level and 5 minute closes a specific way, which would be a bullish candle above the half level, that kind of lets you know you're gonna punch daily open right in the face. Okay. They're making it difficult though, aren't they? They're failing that level on on ES. It's still looking strong on the 15 though. Nothing on the 5 minutes really telling me that this is gonna fall over, but that's currently really good push there. So cool. We just got our TP achieved. For futures, that's going to be it for me today on that. And then on CFD, guys, everything's break even, targeting high of day. So good way to finish the week. You know, a little bit more smooth and grateful. Obviously, really grateful for the week on Envy. I think over 15 to 1700 just this week, which is pretty crazy. Um, so we'll see where we finish though. But with that being said, for the recording, that'll be it. And then I'll stay on here with you guys that are still on.